Today we are going to take a poem, The Wonderful Words. So all words are wonderful, isn't it? What do you mean by wonderful? Having a surprise over, amazing, isn't it? Wonderful, beautiful. So all the words in every language, even in your Malayalam or Tamil or Hindi or English, any language, there is a wonderfulness, isn't it? So all the languages are having its own beauty, yes or no? Yes, when we speak Malayalam, it is our mother tongue. There is a beauty in it. When we speak English, it is an international language. There is a beauty in that also, isn't it? So everyone, especially all when they speak their mother language, it is great. Yes or no? Yes. Like that we are going to study which are the wonderful words from the whole language. Understood? So not everything. There are certain words which makes the language wonderful. Suppose when we say please, you are using the word please. Isn't it? Or you are using the word sorry. So these are, when we use, there is a touching, there is an emotional feeling in these words, in any language, isn't it? It is in Malayalam or in English, so whatever language you speak, when we use these words, please, sorry, can you, thank you, etc. Isn't it? So these words are having a wonderful or excellent when we are using them in any languages. Isn't it? Because all the time these are not the common words we are using, isn't it? Only on certain times when needed we use these words. Isn't it? Only when we use these words we are giving a respect to that person or to the language. Understood? Imagine a world without language. So every language, in anywhere, is there any people not using their language? No, everywhere human beings are there. They are using one or the other of their own mother tongue. Isn't it? They are using their own mother tongue. It can be any language. English, Hindi, Urdu, Kannada, Tamil. Many languages are there, isn't it? Languages, especially mother tongue. Isn't it? Mother tongue. So, mother tongue is the language used of everyone wherever they go, isn't it? So, where no place is there without using or if human beings are there in any part of the world, there they will be using their language. It can be their own mother tongue or to the language of that particular place. Suppose we go to the North India and here in South we are using Malayalam. Suppose if you go to North India, there the language is Hindi, isn't it? So the people who are living over there commonly using their language, which language? Hindi. So when we go there, we also automatically what we will do? We will study that language. Why we study that language? Because we want to convey. We want to convey our message, isn't it? We want to convey our messages. So because we are not knowing the language, can we be mum? Can we keep our mouth quiet and sit over there? No, we will not come to know what is happening, isn't it? So when we want to talk with others, what we have to know? We have to know their language. So what we will do? Sometimes we want to say something to them, or sometimes we want to get something from them, or that any way of conveying the message. What we have to do? We have to know their language. all the people of the world are knowing one of the other language. That means they may be knowing more than their mother tongue. More languages than their mother tongue. So mother tongue plus any of the languages, isn't it? Mother, here you are using your Malayalam as your mother tongue. At the same time, which language also you are studying? You are studying English also. So you are able to convey how many languages? 2 languages, Malayalam and English, isn't it? There are some children among you also knowing Hindi also, isn't it? So again, it is added along with your language. So you are able to know how many languages? 3 languages. Some are speaking Tamil, so they know Malayalam, Tamil, English. Like that, other than our mother tongue, yet many majority or the whole of people knows one extra language, isn't it? It should be like that. We should not only depend on our mother tongue. We should know any of the other foreign languages or the international languages. Understood now? Understood all of you? All humans speak at least one language. That is what we said. Every human being, wherever he is living, he will be having his mother tongue. That one language he will be. Though he is a tribal person living inside the forest, then also he is not said civilized man. Then also, what he knows to convey his message in their own language. Maybe different from us, what we are using, isn't it? But still, they are also using a language. Clear to you? The words we speak bring out our thoughts. So, when we are saying convey our messages, that means we are conveying our thoughts, isn't it? We are sharing our thoughts. We are giving our ideas to others. So everything, how we are conveying, we are using what language. Without language, can we say anything? Can we convey anything? Can we show our feelings? Say our feelings? No, we cannot do it, isn't it? We have to use one or the other language. So language is a containment of many words. It is the contentment of many words. Understood now? Now we go to the point. Never let a thought shrivel and die. Shrivel and die. For want of a way to say it, for English is a wonderful game and all of you can play it. So here we are using this language, English, isn't it? This is a language, international language. So with this one language, whatever our mother tongue, let it be, whichever the language, let it be Tamil, Hindi, Kannada or Malayalam or whatever it is, still if you are able to speak in which language? English language, it will help you more to go any part of the world. You can boldly or courageously you can face any people of any part of the world. Understood? Because it plays a wonderful role. It plays a wonderful role. More than any languages, English plays a wonderful role. Understood? That means with this one language, we can go to any part of the world and we will be able to survive anywhere of this whole earth, anywhere of the part of this earth with this one language. Understood? Because if you go with Malayalam to any parts of the world, there may be many people knowing without knowing the language, isn't it? So they will not be able to understand us. at the same time we will not be understanding them also. They may be using other language. So we may be not knowing their language. So when we want to convey, when we want to say something which is in our mind, which language helps you? English language helps you, because all the people knew which language? English language. Understood? That is why it is called the international language. Never let a thought stray and die. That means never think my thought will die without conveying to others, because if a thought is there in me, I can firmly say, I can boldly say, it will not die. Why? Want of way to say it for English is a wonderful game, because we can use which language? English. Through English language we can convey our thoughts to anybody in any part of the world. Understood? And all of you can play. That means there is no difference, young, old, or whoever it is. They can convey their thoughts, they can convey their message very easily with one language, that is English. Clear to you? And all that you do is match the words. What we have to do? Match the words to the brightest thoughts in your head. That means arrange all the words in that particular way to make it sensible. Now, sometimes you may be having rearranging the words, isn't it? Rearranging words, any words kept anywhere will not help you to make you understand it, isn't it? So what we have to do? Take the words and put it in them in a proper way to give you meaning. Only when there is a meaning in that sentence, then it is a good sentence. Otherwise, it is only just a number of words put together. So when we arrange the words together, we can get a meaningful sentence. So a group of words put here and there will not help you, but when they are arranged together, we can come to know what it is, isn't it? So that they come out clear and true. So only when we arrange the words together, we can make a meaningful sentence. Then through this meaningful sentence, we can convey our thoughts. Isn't it? We can convey our thoughts. So only when we arrange the words together to make it meaningful or to give a sense, then only we can say that my thought is being conveyed. Then only the next person will understand it. So certain words putting here and there will not make it clear, isn't it? Only when we are arranging it, it will be clear. So that they come out clear and true. And handsomely groomed and fed. That means they are arranged, groomed, meaningful, and fed for many of the loveliest things and never yet been said. So when arranging those words together, we can make it into lovely sentence where there is a meaning, where there is a groovily. That means they are being put in a correct shape and made it comfortably. Then those words will be wonderful too, isn't it? By putting those words in the correct form, making them by feeding and grooming, making them come in a meaningful sense, then we can say our thought is being conveyed. have never yet been said. So those then only those words when put together only we can say that it is the language, the words of the language is being produced, isn't it? But words will not produce the language only when it is arranged properly. The language seems to be wonderful. Understood? Okay, understood now? Never let a thought shrivel and die for want of a way to say it. For English is a wonderful game and all of you can play it. And that you do is match the words to the brightest thoughts at your head. That means you think it, how you can put it properly, how you can match it together so that they come out clear and true. And handsomely groomed and fed, growing, making them grow. And fed means feeding them. For many of the loveliest things I never yet been said. That means by using or by saying it, by making it grow inside, by giving it food and water and everything, whatever is needed, suppose for the plant, a small plant is there. What all is needed for that plant to grow up? One sapling is there, isn't it? So in order to grow, what we have to give them? Sunlight, water and air should be there, isn't it? So only when these three are put together, that small sapling will start growing and the leaves start coming, isn't it? Similarly, we have to groom and feed all these birds together and make it comfortably used up. Then they will be forming as a English language. Understood? So, putting all the words together, making those words grow, repeating it many times, making it grow and feeding. Feeding means making it, using it more times, understanding and repeating it. Slowly, what happens? It starts growing, isn't it? So all the words which have been put in the brain, now what we have to do? We have to bring them all together. So daily what we have to give? We have to give food and shelter and food, air and water we have to give. Slowly they will get used to that and they will start growing, isn't it? So that those small words which are always there, when we use it all the time, what happens? We will be able to use the wonderful language. Understood now? Words are the food and dress of thought. They give it its body and swing. And everyone's longing today to hear some fresh and beautiful thing. But only words can free a thought from its person behind your eyes. Maybe your mind is holding now a marvelous new surprise. Words are the food and dress of thought. Words are the food. Words are the food and dress. Dress of thought. So whatever we are thinking, isn't it? Words. Words are food and dress of thoughts. So without food and dress, can we survive? We cannot survive. We need both, isn't it? So here for our thoughts, for what we are thinking, we have to reproduce it. So those are our thoughts. So in order to make these thoughts grow, what is needed? We need words. They are the food and dress. So in order to make these thoughts appear beautiful or wonderful, what we have to do? We need words. So when we need words, we have to, before we have said, we have to arrange language over there. Words are the food and dress of thought. They give it its body and swing. And everyone's longing today to hear some fresh and beautiful things. So everyone needs. So everyone are waiting to have that fresh and beautiful. Everyone wants to have that fresh and beautiful thing. So what is that fresh and beautiful thing? Beautiful thing is the language, isn't it? So when words are put together, when words are arranged together, so many words are there, large number of words are there. So when we are putting all the words in the correct form, that means like food and dress, what will come out of us? The thoughts will come out of us, and those thoughts will give to the fresh and beautiful thing. What is that? Language. What is the beautiful thing? Language, isn't it? Why it is fresh? Because it is a new one. So when all the words are being put, and when those words are put in the correct order, what happens? They become a beautiful and a fresh thing. That is our language, isn't it? So in between we are using many words. Only the words we are using. We are not using it completely in a sentence, but still we are able to understand it, isn't it? But when we arrange it properly and start saying in a sentence, then what are we producing? A fresh and a beautiful thing, that is the language. Understood now? So what is a fresh and a beautiful thing which is being produced by the words? Which is produced by the words is language. Understood? But only words can free a thought from its person behind your eyes. But only what we have to put first? First we have to put the words, isn't it? Maybe your mind is pulling out, that means the whole thing, all the words are where it is being filled in your mind, isn't it? It is all filled in your mind, and you wanted to convey, or you wanted to show it, or you wanted to reproduce. That time, what is needed? Food and dress. So with the food and dress, what will start growing? Our thoughts will be start growing, and those thoughts will give you a fresh and a beautiful thing. What is that? Language. So which is the wonderful language? Sorry, which are the wonderful words? All the words of a language are wonderful, but you have to arrange it properly in order to make a language, isn't it? In order to make a language, then it is more beautiful than anything. Yes or no? Yes. Understood the point? The wonderful words. Imagine a world without language. So we came to know that about the language, isn't it? When the words are being arranged in such a manner, when they are giving a sensible sense over it or a meaning over it, then the thoughts will be into a fresh and beautiful thing which is being produced. That is the language. Clear to you? Never let a thought shrivel and die for want of a way to say it. For English is a wonderful game and all of you can play it. All that you do is match the words. Matching only, that means bringing those words, whatever it is there in our mind, bring them out and make it into arrangeable. Understood? All that you do is match the words to the brightest thought in your head, so that they come out all clear for many of the loveliest things are never yet been said. Words are the food and dress of thought, they give it its body and swing, and everyone's longing today to hear some fresh and beautiful thing. But only words can free a thought from its present behind your eyes. Maybe your mind is holding now a marvelous surprise. So maybe you know the words, but you are not able to put it out, isn't it? So certain majority people are like that. They know the words, they know what is the name of certain things, isn't it? They know the words. But the only thing is having the fear how it can be produced. How it can be produced, isn't it? Because how it can be produced? Because it has to be arranged in such a manner to give out a fresh and a beautiful thing. That means the outcome has to be fresh and beautiful. That means what is the fresh and the beautiful thing? The language. So words, there are words are there, but those words which are having in our mind, and at the same time we are having the thoughts also, isn't it? So in order to say or in order to convey the thought, the words are already there. What we have to do? Collect those words which are needed for conveying our thoughts. Put them in an appropriate order. Put them or arrange them in a correct order. Then what will be produced? The language will be produced. Clear to you? Understand everything? Once more. Never let a thought struggle and die for want of a way to say it. For English is a wonderful game and all of you can play it. All what you do is match the words to the brightest thoughts in your head so that they come out clear and true and handsomely groomed and fed. For many of the loveliest things had never yet been said. Words are the food and dress of thought, they give it its body and swing, and everyone's longing today to hear some fresh and beautiful thing. But only words can create thought from its person behind your eyes. Maybe your mind is holding now a marvelous new surprise. So which is a marvelous new surprise? Coming out of our mind. The language, because already our mind is filled with all the words, isn't it? Whatever words we needed, everything is being filled over there. And what we have to do is just match those words with our thoughts. Then it can be produced. So what is being produced? A beautiful thing, that is the language. So easy words which can be arranged and made into language is English, isn't it? Rather than any other language, which is the most wonderful one? English. Clear to you? That is why in the beginning I have said, with that one language, we will be able to be in any part of this earth. Understood? Because it is sure that any part of the world people will be knowing with this one language. Clear to you? Now you understood? Any doubt over there? So the poem is over. Okay, now you have to read the poem and understand it. Thank you.